Thanks to Magellan TV for sponsoring today's video. There's a trashsteroid that's on course to hit Earth's oceans. Governments are highly alarmed and are spending billions to prevent this catastrophe from happening. Astronauts are due to be sent on a daring mission to divert it off its course or blow it up into little bits. If successful, they will come back heroes, having saved not only our oceans, but human life from the devastation of the trashsteroid. Okay, I'm making up this scenario, but in this video I want to help you understand how much of a problem the trash in our ocean is by using space-related comparisons that are relevant to me and hopefully you too. So, how much trash do you think is in our seas? You probably think there is a lot, but you may not have anything to compare it to. If I were to tell you there is currently 150 million tons of trash in the sea right now, with the figure expected to reach 600 million by 2040, those numbers would likely not mean much to you. So let's do a little thought experiment. Let's put those 600 million tons of trash into space and compress it into a ball shape with the approximate density of an asteroid. How big do you think this trashsteroid will be? NASA recently visited an asteroid near us called Bennu, which was about 500 meters across. It weighs around 70 million tons. That kind of weight was enough for the probe OSIRIS-REx to go in orbit around it. Our trash asteroid is 600 million tons, almost 10 times that. The diameter of the trashsteroid would easily be over a kilometer in diameter. But in reality, trash is a lot less dense than an asteroid. Bennu, a pretty porous asteroid, still has a density of 1.2 grams per centimeter cubed. Trash, on the other hand, is probably more like 0.14 grams per centimeter cubed. That would double the diameter of our trashsteroid again. Just imagine, humanity is on course to have collectively littered the equivalent of an asteroid over 2 kilometers in diameter. Not total trash, mind you, just the stuff that will make its way into our oceans. An asteroid this big would be enough to do some real damage were it to hit us. Just to give you some perspective, the impact would be around 20,000 megatons, 1,000,000 times more powerful than the Hiroshima atom bomb. This would wipe out an entire small country and have global consequences like dust in the atmosphere. Such an event would be noticeable the world over. However, this trash is indeed hitting us in other less conspicuous ways. The health of the oceans is in a bad state, marine life is suffering, and microplastics are making their way through the food chain and onto our plates, slowly poisoning all of humanity. Unfortunately, there's no dramatic fix like sending astronauts into space to blow it up. That's why hundreds of YouTube creators are coming together to raise awareness and direct people to teamseas.org. teamseas is trying to remove 30 million pounds of trash from the oceans, but they need your help to raise $30 million. 100% of every donation teamseas raises will go to the non-profit partners, the Ocean Conservancy and the Ocean Cleanup, where $1 will remove 1 pound of trash from the ocean. Now, if you are like me and think to yourself that this is really a drop in the ocean compared to the size of the trashsteroid, will this actually help? After thinking about it, I realized that by participating in something like this, even if only to raise awareness and put pressure on governments to take this issue more seriously, is still, in my opinion, a worthwhile cause. Because with any luck, this will snowball into something much bigger. And even if it seems hopeless now, we have to start somewhere. Because who will want to swim in the ocean when there's only going to be more and more trash washing up on the beaches? Who will want to eat food with microplastics in them? And most importantly, I'm sure you want to breathe for generations to come, but that might be tricky if the phytoplankton that provides a huge amount of the oxygen worldwide dies off. In fact, at this rate, by 2050, we will have more trash weight in the sea than we do fish. Let that sink in. If you don't believe me, for this video I've also partnered with Magellan TV, who have a fascinating documentary called Plastic, the Real Sea Monster, which is all about plastic in the ocean, and it goes into detail about the effects it has on the ocean's health. So if this is something you'd like to learn more about and truly inform yourself of the issues at hand, You can use my link in the description to get Magellan TV free for a whole month, so you can watch this documentary for yourself. And you'll also find the teamseas website below too, if donating is something you'd be interested in. I hope you'll give all this some consideration. All the best, and see you next time.